Imagine it's 100,000 years ago. No houses, no apartments, no hotels, no cities, no electricity, no doors to lock at night. You're standing in the middle of a wild world filled with giant predators, freezing winters, deadly storms, and dangerous darkness. Where would you sleep? How would you protect your family? How would you survive? Today, we simply walk into our homes and close the door. But humanity spent thousands of years learning how to build the shelters we now take for granted. This is the incredible story of how human shelter evolved, from natural caves to the modern homes we live in today. And trust me, the journey is far more fascinating than you think. Long before houses existed, our ancestors were constantly on the move. They lived as hunter-gatherers. Every day was a struggle to find food, water, and safety. At night, the world became even more dangerous. Lions, wolves, bears, and other predators hunted in the darkness. Without protection, humans were vulnerable. Many scientists believe early humans often slept in trees, under rocky overhangs, or wherever temporary safety could be found. Life was extremely difficult. People had no permanent homes. They simply survived one day at a time. But eventually, humans discovered something that changed everything. Around hundreds of thousands of years ago, humans began using caves as shelters. For the first time, nature itself provided protection. Caves offered protection from rain, snow, strong winds, and predators. Suddenly, survival became easier. Families could stay together in one place. They could store food, they could rest safely, and perhaps most importantly, caves gave humans a sense of security. Inside caves, early humans started creating one of humanity's first forms of art. They painted animals, hunting scenes, and mysterious symbols on cave walls. Some of these paintings still exist today. For thousands of years, caves became humanity's first true homes. But caves had one major problem. They were rare. Not everyone lived near one. Humans needed a shelter they could build themselves. And that's exactly what happened next. As humans became smarter and more skilled, they started building simple shelters. The earliest structures were made from whatever materials were available: branches, leaves, animal skins, bones, wood. These shelters were simple but revolutionary. For the first time, humans weren't relying on nature. They were shaping their environment. Imagine a group of hunters gathering long sticks and tying them together, then covering the frame with animal hides. The result was a basic tent-like structure. Not perfect, but it worked. And it could be built almost anywhere. This was the beginning of architecture. Then came one of the harshest periods in human history, the Ice Age. Large parts of Earth became incredibly cold. Survival became harder than ever. Humans had to adapt. In some regions, people built shelters using mammoth bones. Yes, actual giant mammoth skeletons. The bones formed the structure. Animal skins covered the outside. These unusual homes helped families survive brutal winters. It's a perfect example of human creativity. When resources were limited, humans used whatever they had. And it worked. About 12,000 years ago, something happened that changed human history forever. People learned how to farm. Instead of constantly moving, humans could now grow crops and raise animals. For the first time, families began settling permanently in one place. This changed shelter design completely. People started building stronger homes using mud, clay, wood, and stone. Villages appeared. Communities formed. Permanent settlements grew larger every generation. The concept of home was becoming a reality. No longer just a temporary shelter. Now it was a place where families lived for years, sometimes generations. As villages expanded, humans became better builders. Homes became more organized. People developed techniques to make structures stronger and last longer. Mud bricks became especially popular. They were inexpensive and easy to make. In regions like Mesopotamia, entire cities were built from mud bricks. For the first time in history, humans created neighborhoods. People lived side by side, shared resources, traded goods, built roads, and developed the foundations of civilization. Shelters were no longer just for survival. They became part of society itself. As civilizations emerged, architecture evolved dramatically. The ancient Egyptians built homes near the Nile River using mud bricks. The Greeks developed more advanced stone structures. The Romans revolutionized construction. Roman engineers introduced innovations such as concrete, arches, aqueducts, and multi-story buildings. Some Roman homes even had indoor plumbing. An incredible luxury for the ancient world. Shelters were becoming more comfortable, more durable, and more sophisticated. Humanity was entering a new era. During the Middle Ages, safety became a major concern. Wars were common. Invasions happened frequently. As a result, many wealthy rulers built massive castles. These structures featured thick stone walls, watchtowers, drawbridges, defensive gates. Castles served as both homes and military defenses. Meanwhile, ordinary people lived in smaller wooden or stone houses. Life was still challenging, but housing technology continued improving. Every century brought new ideas. Then came another turning point. The Industrial Revolution. Factories transformed society. Cities expanded rapidly. Millions of people moved from rural areas into urban centers. Housing construction accelerated. New materials became available. Mass production reduced costs. Bricks, steel, and glass became increasingly common. Apartment buildings appeared. Rows of houses lined growing city streets. For the first time, large numbers of people could live in densely populated urban areas. The modern city was born. Fast forward to today. Our homes contain features our ancestors could never imagine. Electricity, running water, heating, air conditioning, internet, smart devices, security systems. Modern construction uses advanced materials such as reinforced concrete, steel, glass, engineered wood. Architects can design homes that are stronger, safer, and more comfortable than ever before. Some homes even generate their own electricity through solar panels. Others use artificial intelligence to automate daily tasks. The shelter has evolved from a place of survival into a center of comfort, technology, and lifestyle. The story isn't over. Scientists and engineers are already designing the next generation of shelters. Future homes may include self-cleaning walls, AI assistants, fully renewable energy systems, 3D printed structures, underwater homes, floating cities, homes on Mars. Yes, Mars. The same species that once hid inside caves may someday live on another planet. It's one of the greatest transformations in human history. Think about